Happy Eid Mubarak to all my Muslim friends out there. Well, as I know, fasting for 30 days is one of the hardest things we can do as human beings. So I always give kudos to the Muslims who go all the way for 30 days to fast and pray and ask God to forgive them, and also ask Him for His grace and abundance. It's an amazing thing to do. And it's also known as the Holy Month. I keep telling people, hey, every time there is fasting, every way is always, it's a way. It's not the way we know it anymore. Is it that the highest amount of people that like Faji on the face of the earth are Muslims? Because, now let's forget the fact that there's a pandemic and people can't actually go out. Here in Canada. But everywhere in the world that I know, whether in Nigeria, in Africa, I know when it's fasting period, everything is different. The groove is different, the partying is different, everything is different. But boom, once the Muslims are done fasting, everything comes back to normal. So does it mean the Muslims are the ones that lost Fajr more than the others? The others meaning Christians and other kind of religion or beliefs people have. Anyway, once again, I say Aduna Bubuwa Magbala Shele Dumari. And well, in the bid of wishing the Muslims happy Mubarak, happy Eid Mubarak, I would also like to give a birthday shout out to those born in the month of May. Hello Taurians, how are you? Funny enough, I think I have a lot of Taurians in my life than I thought. Because thinking about it this morning, I was just saying to myself, oh wow, I was counting like 20. Why? I'm Sagittarian. What do I as Sagittarian have in common with Taurus? I ask myself too, as I also have a lot of friends that are Scorpios. Hey, what a match. Okay, so my birthday shout out right now, I'm gonna start with Patricia Crooks. Hey Patricia, happy birthday Patricia Crooks. I wish you long life and prosperity. And above all, I wish that, I pray that God meets you at the point of your need and grant your heart desires. And also not forgetting RSK of Toronto. Happy birthday, RSK. I wish you long life and prosperity. And then I will also mention Precious. Precious is my sister and my friend. Precious, happy birthday. I wish you all the best in life. And then I would not forget my one and only screen diva. She's an amazing actor. And do you know that when it comes to makeup, she's the best makeup artist in Toronto? Okay, she's no other person other than Fadekemi Momo. Happy birthday to you, delectable Fadekemi Momo. I wish you all the best things in life. And not forgetting Dave Agba. Dave Agba, he's the owner of Effizi by Dave. It's a new line of perfume that just came out in Atlanta. So I wish you, Dave Agba, I wish you happy birthday, long life and prosperity. And above all, I wish you all the good things in life. And not forgetting, like I say all the time, they say, Egunla Lonken Ibale. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, oh, she speaks Yoruba like this. Oh yes, I was born and raised in Lagos. So want me officer in Waseko, want for me so let's say just so you know. Okay, so I'm wishing Adejoke Omoadeshokon Aya Udemune. Now, this is my friend. We've been friends since we were kids, since we were teenagers. And it's so funny how we're always bickering at each other. One minute we're fighting, the next minute we're together. You know, this bam, 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 bam. She's my Alabama. She's my very close friend. So happy birthday, Joke. I wish you the best things in life. And I join my faith with yours to say that whatever your heart desires are, so long as they're in line with God's plans, they shall come to pass. Essa, happy birthday, Essa. Essa is an amazing hairstylist. Amazing hairstylist. You need a hairstylist to curl your wig or your hair or whatever, please do contact Essa. That will be all for my birthday shout out for today. Now, this takes me, the next step now is for me to say Happy Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day last weekend. Happy Mother's Day to every woman on the face of the earth. You know, I'll say something. Some of my friends, for whatever reason, they chose to put a lot of pictures on their updates wishing people's Happy Mother's Day. They didn't wish me Happy Mother's Day. Isn't every woman a potential mom? I'm not even mad about this. I'm just saying, hey, you better behave yourself. And next year, I want to see myself there wishing me Happy Mother's Day. And to those that wish me Happy Mother's Day, I love you all. I do. There is something that got me thinking lately. It really got me thinking lately. Now, why do we have Nigerian or African teachers flog students so bad? Who gave them the right to? Who gave them the right to? I remember growing up, I had a couple of teachers. I had one, Mr. Ode. I mean, some people that went to my school would know about Mr. Ode, or Mr. Lawal, or Mr. Subar. These men were mean. They were so mean. They would flog you till your skin breaks. And then when you get home, African parents say, oh, whatever you did, you must have done something wrong. And it's an abuse. It's an abuse. No, nothing gives you the right to pick up a cane or whatever and start flogging down somebody else's child. Who made you what over that child? If you cannot correct the child with love and with your mouth, then forget it. You're not even supposed to be a teacher. Teachers teach, train, correct, all of this in love. I remember Mr. Subar. Mr. Subar, I don't think he was maybe like 3 feet tall. Very short man that looked like he was abused and bullied when he was young. And then finally he had the opportunity to be a teacher in a high school. He will flog us like there's no tomorrow. Well, I used to be the last person anyway, because everybody goes, I know when it's my turn, I start to cry and roll on the floor and say all sorts of things. Oh, please, I have cancer, or I have this. I just to, you know, he beat me one time and broke my skin. Thinking about it now, why? What was that for? And what was my crime? I'm sure you're asking, what was my crime? Maybe I said something. So you're a noisemaker. So someone is writing down the names of noisemaker. They go to give it to Mr. Subar. He does is come here and beat it. Oh, God. And then there's some private schools too. Because the child's parents can't pay the child's school fees, you put them under the sun. I remember that was done too in my primary school. Once your parents can't pay your school fees, like a month after or maybe 2 weeks after school resumes, you're going to be outside under the sun. So is it my fault that my mom or my dad I get to pay my bills? Should I suffer for it? Some schools would even go further and flog the kids. So when we flog you, you'll be able to tell your parents, hello, what kind of madness is this? I think it's absolute madness that should be scrapped out of the school curriculum. No teacher whatsoever has any right to pick up, be it a cane or be it a belt, whatever it is, or a stick, to hit another man's child, all in the name of teaching them or training them. I think that is absolute stupidness. It should be scrapped out, period. How can I be comfortable learning? How can I be, you have a stick with you and you're offering me something. I'm scared because when I come, you're going to hit me with a stick. Hello? So I'm more scared of you as the teacher than the interest I have in whatever you're teaching. You see how it works now? I think we should scrap it. Period. And, well, another thing that I also thought about. Yeah, whatever. I'll tell you this first. I think about stuffs in my own private time. And I bring it here to everybody. Let's talk about it. Well, okay, so first off, I am a Christian, born into a Christian home, born, trained, raised by Christian pastor parents. And since I was a child, I just knew that some things were said to be wrong, and God would frown at some things, and if you do those things, you're going to end up in hell, and why you should never even do those things, or how those things are not in alignment with the Word of God. Have you guys seen how tarot readers now on YouTube, or whether on social media generally, you see how they're skyrocketing? I struggle to have 1,000 viewers, while they just have like 500,000, 50,000, 30,000 views. Hey, I'm not jealous. I'm going somewhere. Now, what changed? What happened? I myself, I watch them sometimes out of curiosity. And then I hear them talking about Holy Spirit, even quoting the Bible. Even most of them would tell you, oh, you just reach out and call Angel Michael, or call Angel Gabriel. And the first time I ever had the idea or the knowledge of tarot readers and stuff like that should be in the Bible, when it talks about the three wise men coming to give Jesus gold, myrrh, and frankincense. And it's not like they were really praised for it. They just had to mention it because they were there. Well, that's what we believe, right? But now I'm older and I'm wondering, hey, what were we fed with? Because I'm confused. Maybe someone out there could help me. Hey, help me please. Are the tarot readers also Christians now? Are they also in line with the Word of God? I'm just confused. I just want to know. Knowledge is power. Anyway, and that's for that. Okay, so before I go on to today's story, one thing I would like you to know. If you are Nigerian and you live in Canada, we all know now in Canada it's time for census. Please listen carefully. Now, when you get to the part where it asks you whether you're white or you're black or other, please click other. And if you need to specify, please specify you are Nigerian. I mean, it's high time we also, as a body, come together. Let Canada know how many of us Nigerians, or let's just specify we are Nigerians. Because when you say you're black, you automatically, you know what I mean. The Caribbeans say black, and you say black too. I think you should tell them you are Nigerian. Let them know exactly where you're from. I just felt I should say this out here. Okay, so do not go nowhere, because I will be right back. Welcome back. Okay, so on this week's story, it's a very sad one. It's a very, very sad one. And I hope you guys understand that there is no excuse for ignorance. There's no excuse for ignorance. Kayode Badru lives abroad. I mean, first off, I saw this online, so I seen online. And I chose this story because I know that a lot of people might still fall prey. Kayode Badru came from abroad, which didn't really specify where abroad, whether it's Europe or Ghana or America or Ukraine or Canada or wherever in the world, but he came from abroad. And he's a member of the Celestial Church of Christ. So he came to Nigeria, and he came to church, and they told him, oh, you have to come and pray and do this, we have to pray for you, whatever, how they see things. So this man came to church to pray. While they were conducting his prayers and what have you, they put candles all around him, rounding him up with candles. Rounding him up with candles, and all the candles were lit. They gave him a few candles too, he held on to them. I mean, a handful of candles. They were all lit as well, and they were praying and they were praying. One of the celestial pastors, boom, grabbed the perfume and started spraying this man. Oh, you already know what happened. He set this man ablaze. That's arson. That's arson. I don't care how, it's arson. He set this man ablaze. Boom, 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 boom. They rushed him to the hospital. The doctors did all they could, the nurses, everybody were, they were on him. They were on him, like on him. 2 or 3 days down the line, he was responding to treatment. He was getting better. 5th day or the 4th day, Kayode Badru died. Now, you are a pastor with the Celestial Church of Christ of God. I don't know, Celestial Church, right? You've been doing this for a long time. I mean, everybody knows Cele people and candles. We already know. But did you not know that if you spray perfume on fire, it's going to ignite? Did you not know that perfumes are highly flammable? First off, I want to share this here. For the Christians we have here, when Jesus died on the cross, do you know the first thing that happened? The veil in the church. Now, those days, you can't, there was a veil that covered you between you and, and the pastor, the holies of holies that you come to talk to, that will help you talk to God. There was a veil covering you and the holies. And why did the veil break? What was the significance? Because Jesus said, it is finished. It is settled. I paid the debt. Come to the Father the way you are. Come to him boldly and ask for anything. The only thing between you and God is your knees. Get on your damn knees and talk to your Creator. Your ways might even be way better and more righteous than that pastor you went to. Why are we still living in the dark? You were once blind. Now you can see. And even when you can see, you're still acting blind. How fun is it to be blind anyway? Now my point is, the pastors that did that, I think they should face the full wrath of the law. As there is no ignorance, there's no excuse before the law. Ignorance is not an excuse. And just so you know, that's called arson. That's called arson. I don't know whether to cry or to laugh because it's not even funny. I'm bringing this out here because I know for sure this could still happen again. Please don't put no perfume or no oil close to the fire. Whether you're Sallah or you're Caribou, you should know these things. They're just normal things for you to know. It's like getting your clothes wet with gasoline and then you ignite it and you expect, what were you expecting? Hello? All I would say is I wish, I hope, and I pray that Kayode Badaru's soul rest in peace. And I also say we should allow these pastors face the full wrath of the Lord so that others can learn from it. And you know, when people say God called them, I'm always laughing. Go back and check the prophets of old, what they were doing before God called them. Most of them saying God, they don't have a job. They only see that as their job and their means of getting to the next level. I'm not here to whatever. I'm not here to judge or point of accusing fingers. I'm just saying we're going to do the right thing. We'll make sure that Kayode Badaru's death, arson, is not just swept under the carpet. Oh well, maybe it's me speaking this way. I would like to hear what you guys have to say. If you think, oh well, I mean, this was a man that was full of life. He only came to your church because whatever you told him. And then, boom, you snatched away. I know a lot of people are going to come like, oh, I'm not being double standard here. Well, no, oh, because it's religion now, we have to thread with caution. Or because it's religion now, we have to, not say it the right way. No. My condolences go to the family of Kayode Badaru. May God grant you the fortitude to bear the loss. Such a sad story. Anyway, well, and that will be it today on your favorite episode of Unusual Eunice. Until I come your way next week, enjoy your weekend. And once again, happy Eid Mubarak. Bye.